president wetu. Usitishwe na Kalonzo Musyoka. Sisi tumeshindwa na yeye, na hii mambo ya kusema pomwe na bayetwa. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Tumesema hakuna kitu ya kusema ati ikuwe ngumu na ikuwe mbaya. Tumesema ikuwe nzuri na president wetu, kwa sababu ni president wa amani, ni Mkristo. Ukuje tuko ndani yako, na mambo ya ati ya Kalonzo ati ya kutisha ati nini. Hakuna siku atawahi kuwa president kama wewe. Hata wewe unajua. Hata ametuchokesha. Hakuna, kazi yake ni kuleta magavana hapa watatu wanamlipa milioni 3 kila mwezi. Yeye akishiba ati wakamba tumeshiba. Na sisi wamama tumekataa, tumesema no is no.
And a lot of tremendous work.
Will he make it?
I'll tell you, he will. It is even
the second time.
Let me tell you something about coming second time. The president is coming second. Resoundingly, there is going to be a serious resounding win and defeat for those.
Are you joining ODM?
Now, you know, it doesn't matter. Politics is about rearranging and.
It's a game of numbers.
You know, it's
how are you going to rearrange? How are you going to rearrange? Give us the numbers. How are you going to win?
Give your strategy to your opponents. We have already done that.
What I'm trying to tell you, for the 2 years you worked as the Deputy President of Kenya, we respect you, sir. But facts are there. In your office, you had over 290 employees. To be very honest, you did not employ any Meru. This cousin business is like it is coming up when you cannot cope with other leaders and you've been shown the door. We are not going to be confused by your lies.
You know, let me tell you what Mheshimiwa said.
Na mtupatie ID.
You have ID. You have your ID. You know, unless you are a foreigner. Of course, you have to pass through all those processes. What Mheshimiwa said is correct. That if you want to remove somebody from office, you either impeach, you either are incapacitated, and of course, incapacity is determined by the courts. It's not determined by raia outside there.
William Samoei Ruto amefanya kazi sasa ni mwaka wa 3. Hajamaliza 5 years. Kwa nini tumfanyishe mtihani ya form 4 saa zile yako form 2? Hiyo inawezekana kweli? Hiyo ni haki kweli? Na ndio tukasema tutaomba tumshikilie, tufanye kazi pamoja kama wajumbe. Mimi na hii jamii.
Kalonzo Musyoka alikuwa vice president 1 term. So ukiona Kalonzo hapa akisema harambe, ati anawaambia semeni 1 term, ni ile yeye alihudumu. Kweli si kweli? Yule mwingine, yule mkabila kutoka pale Mathera, alikuwa mbunge wa Mathera 1 term. Sasa akisema Kasongo 1 term, anasema 1 term ile alifanya mbunge wa Mathera. Kweli si kweli?
Kenya is one. We have over 45 tribes in Kenya. Kenyans, watu wa mlima ndio wamejaa kila kona ya hii nchi. Yes. Maneno ya kuanza kutugawanya kitribe hatutaki. Number 3, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, do not keep insulting the deputy president. That is a professor. Na hata wasomi wanapeangwa heshima hii nchi. That is a learned gentleman who represented our leaders in ICC when they had serious cases and Kenya healed. The other point I want to tell our former deputy, we respect you. What we don't want to see you trying to come and do. I hear you are coming to Meru. You are welcome. Do not dare come and insult the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Yes. Don't try. Yes. Sisi wa Meru tunajua hizi mipango iko ya rais na deputy. We can see. Yes. That is a professor. Maneno ya kusema sijui nini. Mr. Yesa, kila mtu hata sisi hapa tunasema Yesa, tunasemanga Yesa kwa mabishop wetu wa kanisa, kwa mareverend, kwa mafathers. Wewe venye utaki kusema Yesa, unataka tuseme no. There can never be 2 presidents in any republic. Yes. Even in a home, the father is the end of the family. Whether you don't support William Ruto, that is a constitutional office that should be respected.
You either are dead and no one is dead. You either impeach, no one has tabled any impeachment motion in Parliament because it is only in National Assembly where you can table that impeachment. You either are elected or voted out. That is what we are waiting for in 2027. Mheshimiwa Ngoi is talking about so many issues, bad things in this government. I thought he should have reserved those bad things to help them remove the government from office. But you see, these are just complaints, which of course ordinarily is normally done by everybody. I used to do that also when I was in the opposition.
It's just a game.
But let me tell you one thing. Let no one, we have not done even 5 years. But let no one tell you what this government, how bad this government is, how this government has lost word, how this government is not doing this. Let no one tell you. I was there when Kenyatta died. I was there. I was there when Moi ruled for 24 years. I was there when Kibaki ruled. Kibaki had to be sworn in at night. Why? Uhuru's re-election was nullified. Why? So let us not try to make some angels out of nobodies. Every government had its own failures. If it is corruption, we have never had the most corrupt government like the previous government. Yeah. What don't you know about corruption? When they tell you about Anglo leasing, when they tell you about, I don't know,
Aror Kimwarer,
when they tell you Aror Kimwarer, don't even talk about Aror Kimwarer, which was stolen by the previous regime. Talk about the SGR. You don't know anything about the SGR. I was a member of PIC in the National Assembly. We went there, and all of us came back from Mombasa using private means because they wanted us dead. The people who let me tell you, my friend, there is a lot of corruption, and if these people want us to talk about it, we will talk about serious corruption in the country which was done by the previous regime, Uhuru's government.
So if all governments are bad, which is the worst?
I'm telling you, that is why I'm saying I have not seen at the moment, and that is why I'm saying let's wait for 5 years. We put all those bad things and good things on the table, and then we judge.
Then we choose the least bad,
and then we cross that bridge. But if you want to tell us this government is what killing people, people died. How many people were in Rivayala? I'm one of those people who was a candidate for Rivayala.
Unajua Rigathi Gachagua, nyinyi mmeona tulifanya kitu mzuri. Can you imagine? That is the person who was a heartbeat away from being the president. I shudder to think that at some point, Rigathi Gachagua was going to be the president of this nation. Because he was a heartbeat away. That person, kichwa yake, haijawahi toka kwa ile village anatoka inaitwa Munyoro. He is a total villager, shamelessly. Now that is why kwa mazungumzo anatuambia ati 2007, kama yeye atachaguliwa in 2027, na William Ruto achukue, anasema 2007 will be a Christmas party. How do you talk about lives of people as a party? It means huyo ni kiongozi ambaye anapenda damu. And I want to say, kama kuna kiongozi kama huyo, because they do not feel the pain of the people who lose lives during such violence, when violence starts, tuanze na hiyo mafamilia yao ndio waelewe the pain of losing someone. Sisi wakati ile ya 2007, Wakalenjin wengi sana waliwawa, Wajaluo wengi sana waliwawa, mpaka tukapata ile serikali nusu ambayo iliharakishwa sana. But we did not enjoy it because unaingia lakini hakuna utamu yoyote. But Rigathi Gachagua is just reminding us that again is planning for violence. I want to tell Rigathi Gachagua, there is no space for you and your violence, because we know that you are the most dangerous single existential problem that this nation has. We will deal with you squarely and perpendicularly. Kuna kubembeleza yeye. Pahali tutapata ni fimbo. Hakuna tena kubembeleza hiyo mtu ya Rigathi Gachagua. Na mimi nataka kutuma huyu Mayo ambie rais, dawa ya Gachagua si kujibu yeye. Dawa ya Gachagua ni akiongea ndio atanyoroka. Hakuna kitu kingine anajua.
Hata ya deputy president aliimpichiwa kama hajafanya one term, alifanya quarter term. Si alifanya quarter term deputy president? Ukweli si ukweli? Si ni vizuri tuchambue, tuambiane ukweli. Angalia mwingine hapo ni Wamalo, Eugene Wamalo. Alikuwa mbunge one term. Matiang'i alikuwa waziri. So ile ni timu ya